Hello everybody and welcome to a different sort of video. In this video I'm going to talk about what subject I would have studied if not medicine. Choosing a subject to study at university is easy for some people and very hard for others. But hopefully in this video I will help you understand how I made the choice of going down medicine, but what I considered before I did that. Before I continue, I want to say that today's video was sponsored by the Oxbridge Formula, an Oxbridge admissions guide for students intending to apply for all the hard science subjects at Oxford and Cambridge. Written by Oxbridge graduates, the book is a one-stop guide to how you can best prepare yourself for applying subjects such as maths, engineering, physics, computer science, and more at Oxbridge. The book provides a logical approach to all aspects of the application process, breaking down the steps, making your goal of studying at Oxbridge more realistic. The book has some pretty useful insights from students throughout to help guide you to choose the correct course and prepare as well as you can for all parts of the application, from personal statement to admission tests to interview. The fact that it's written by students who've been through the process makes it all that much better. I really like the section on admissions tests. For my admissions test, the BMAT, it required a lot of hard work to do well. From the physics aptitude test to the maths aptitude test, this book will help you develop confidence in your abilities, and it's been verified by students already as a really useful tool in the arsenal of admissions test preparation. As well as talking about how you can best prepare for this hurdle of getting to Oxford or Cambridge, the facts in this book will help you think about Oxbridge with an open mindset. Forget those rumours and mythical facts about getting in. This book makes it a matter of preparing well for all parts of the application. All in all, an all-round guide for applying to Oxbridge for the hard sciences. So check out the description for the link and get yourself a copy. So if I hadn't chosen medicine, the subject that I would have studied at university would have revolved around three main concepts: my academic interests, the job prospects afterwards, but also what options studying that subject would give me. So talking about my academic interests, I really wanted to study something sciencey. I'd always enjoyed the sciences, but also I was taking maths, biology, chemistry and physics at A-level. So luckily I had the choice of choosing anything sciencey, from chemical engineering to normal engineering to physics or even maths. But I think I would have needed further maths to, put forward a strong application to mathematics. Secondly, job prospects. I wanted to study something at university that would lead to a career that involved travelling, international collaboration, but also making money, of course. So the first few things that came into my mind were things in the finance sector like banking, asset management, but also in industry where starting a factory or some sort of manufacturing plant could have been very, very profitable. Thirdly was the importance of options after having studied the sciencey subject that I would have done if not medicine. For things like finance, I could enter it through a engineering or physics route, and for things like industry, doing things like engineering and chemical engineering with an added year learning management and business would have been very useful, for starting a factory or a production plant. Now, the reason why I wanted to do something sciencey first and then go into industry or banking was because I really enjoy the sciences, and so I wanted to enjoy the sciences for a few more years, and then my idea was to adapt science into a pathway that would be suitable for my chosen career. And that's a good thing about sciences and mathematics. Someone who learns computer science, fair enough, you're spending 3 years learning the underpinnings of computer science. But then again, you could be very, very useful for a quantitative finance firm who are writing code and algorithms to practically make more money than any of the other banks out there. Now, for a brief moment, I did consider doing economics as a subject at university, but that was cut short by a talk a banker gave at my school. So I was, on the crossroads between doing something sciencey or something economics-based at university, and this was in sort of late year 10, early year 11. And this banker who'd left university 2 years ago was telling us about his life as a banker. Now, he was earning a pretty good salary, I think around 70k a year, which sounds amazing. However, he mentioned he only had 5-6 days of holiday, like actual holiday away from his work completely per year. Now, part of his work did involve going to a place like Switzerland and spending evenings in chalet houses on the lakes, networking with clients. However, for me, a really important aspect of a career I'd go into eventually was to be able to have, a nice amount of time just to forget about my work and just relax and de-stress and just do something fun. So the fact that he had 5 to 7 days just wasn't enough. For some reason, that just put me off economics completely. And so talking about what subject I realistically would have done, I think most likely I would have gone for something like physics or engineering, given that I was very interested in the subject, and most likely, as many engineers and physicists that I see, I would have gone into finance or some sort of asset management sort of route after studying at university. Well, as you can see now, I've gone on to do engineering while studying medicine even. So I feel as if my interest in those was so great that I did come back to it in the end, despite not having done it immediately after school. But because I chose medicine, the story now is very different. I'm completing my medicine studies, and then I'll go on to become a doctor and train as a surgeon, hopefully. But I do have very strong interests in healthcare investment, but also medtech and healthcare innovation. So I'm not sure where that'll lead me just yet, but we'll have to wait and see. So hopefully this video was kind of useful to describe to you what I would have considered, what I would have taken into account when choosing what other subject that I would have done other than medicine. But luckily for me, I'd chosen medicine quite early on, 3 years before applying to university in year 11. And because I'd chosen so early, I didn't really take too much time to think about subjects other than medicine once I'd chosen medicine. So as always, thank you so much for watching. If you did find this video useful, then let me know. It is a completely different sort of video in terms of insight to what I've made before. But yeah, that was my reasoning, and as always, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't yet followed my Instagram, then please do. It's sen_Kath. And also, I'm on Twitter, so do go follow me there as well. It's Centhuran_K. It's all on the screen now. And if you haven't done so, please do subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out a lot. Like the video if it was interesting or fun to watch, to say the least. Once again, thank you so much to the publishers of the Oxbridge Formula for making this video possible. If you are applying for physics, computer science, engineering or maths, or any other science-related subject at Oxbridge, then go to the description down below and check out the book and read the reviews for yourself. As always, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys soon in the next video. Bye-bye.